Chaplain Penny, and I volunteer at the VA hospital in both Palo Alto and Menlo Park, California. I started my work as a Christian Science Chaplain in one of the correctional institutions for both men and women. Now I work in the hospital setting, which is in many ways the same and in many ways different. One of the last visits I had with an inmate was when he told me that he was going to be released within the next week. So our next week's visit wouldn't happen. As I was leaving, where I had to pick up my keys and my identification and my cell phone and all of those things, which I had to leave outside, the officer on duty said, "Well, I'll see you again." I said, "No, the inmate is being discharged." And he said, "They all come back. I'll see you again." It's been many years now, and I haven't seen him again. I don't do the prisons anymore, so I don't hear the clanking doors and I don't have to talk through glass. Now I work in a hospital setting where it's face-to-face with the patients. The one thing I want to say about when I go to the hospital setting is I never go to see sick people. I go to see God's perfect child. So that's how I start my visits. I don't know them from the past. They're all new visits. It's like talking to somebody on the street. But if you do it with love, if you just go in and love them even before they say anything to you, it opens the doors. In the hospital setting, there are lots of different units you can go to. You can go to a general medicine unit. You might be called to go to a hospice unit. You might be called to go to a psych unit. You might be called to go to a trauma unit or an addiction unit. They're all very different, and the length of time you might see an individual varies. If you're going to a general hospital unit, you might just go once, and that's it. But some of the other programs, they're programs. They're there for a long time. The addiction and the psych and the trauma units all have specific programs that can go for a week to several months. So if you want to do this work, because it really is rewarding, I often go home at the end of the day saying, I hope I help the patient as much as I'm helping myself, to learn how to really see individuals, to value who they are. And you get to do that. You get to see God's perfect child in everyone. You don't have to voice it. It's just how you meet and greet them that makes a world of difference. If you go in cherishing them, they'll respond. Mrs. Eddy tells us love is reflected in love. You go in loving them, they'll love you back. And that love is what heals them, whether you're in a hospital setting or in a prison setting. That love is what's communicated more than anything. So if you love humanity, go for it. If you love God's kids, go for it.